Hey, what it do, YouTube? I'm back. Man, if y'all don't give me no likes or comments or subscribes or something like that, bruh, I'm gonna be pissed. Anyway, we right back. Tornado watch is still in effect till 6, but there was a tornado that touched down near us. So I had to, scoop the kids up, all my kids in that room back over there. So anyhow, I'm gonna get back to this Arlette show. I'm gonna just pick up from where I left off and try to keep going. Y'all gonna see the previous video, it comes to an abrupt end. So we just gonna pick up from right here.
I'm just gonna use the scenario if just because there is this
pray for me,
societal standard that men should go out and do this and that. God forbid if you were to lose your job or something happened to you, I would step up and do what I have to do. It's no question about it. It's not he's a man, so he has to do this. It's a partnership. I don't look at numbers 50-50, 25. No, I don't look at that. I look at it as what can I do to step into this role to help my man and vice versa.
All right. Powerful.
Okay, I'm gonna have you pop one balloon based off of anything you've heard so far and what you've seen.
Okay. They all had like really good answers.
I know, they did.
So that's really hard. But okay. Sorry.
All right. So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I just wanted to hear him out. I mean, I like his style. He's handsome, so yeah.
All right, nice. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I resonated more with the other answers. It has nothing to do with what she said. Honestly, this is hard. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's
so y'all
head
boys
back.
don't think
we do
I'm
have
capping. Look at
3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay. I'm gonna be different.
Okay.
So imagine this is a
tornado
scenario
warning,
based
as y'all
question.
see.
So imagine we're going to an event, ladies, and we have to take my mother with me. Who is sitting in the front seat and who is sitting in the back seat?
Sheesh. Okay, let's start down there. Oh, okay. Let's start here and then we'll go over there.
Sorry. So I would definitely want to sit in the front seat, but I just kind of have a question. How do you manage your relationship with your mom? It kind of sounds like there's a tug with.
There's actually
Your
no
mom and
tug of
your-
war. This
okay.
is a question that I was asking because I just wanted to gauge your mindset.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm definitely a passenger princess.
My mother is the type of lady that would want my lady to sit in the front seat.
Okay.
You know, so I just wanted to see, where your mind was at
Okay.
in that regards. So,
Okay. Did that answer your question?
yeah. Yeah, that answers.
Okay. And what about here?
Yeah, I was literally going to say right when you said that, I'm definitely sitting in the front. I mean, I would love your mother just like how you love your mother, not as much, but I don't want to be disrespected. I don't want to be with a mama's boy. That's absolutely not going to happen. Yeah, just a respect thing.
Yeah. It was honestly just a respect thing. I just wanted to see if, like, you would just like be humbled enough to be like, oh, ma, you can sit here. And then she'd be like, no, you are the wife.
Maybe if she had a disability or something, of course she could sit in the front. I would never, like, if she had a walker or something. I don't know how old your mother is, but
Yeah.
of course. But if that's not the case,
She would choose the lady
Yes.
first for sure. But I just wanted to see where my
Sure.
shit was. That's all.
Nah, I know y'all hear that win.
Okay. And then we did get a pop balloon.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
go down over here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'll just start off by saying that I do find you handsome, and I like what you were saying earlier and the fact that you articulated what you liked and your desires and things along those lines. For me, the reason why I popped it was because of the question itself. Just in the past, I've gotten questions like that, and I've heard questions like that on social media, and there's always been like a frenzy around those. And for me, I just did not see the significance in the question being asked. And that's just me personally. I just didn't see the significance in it. When I think about myself and my significant other, husband or something in the future, I'm not thinking about, oh, I'm going to let his mother sit in the front. I'm going to sit in the front. I'm always going to be respectful of my elders, of course, always and forever. But that's not the first thing that comes to my mind of, well, I'm going to go ahead and let her sit up in the front because of this, or I'm going to sit up in the front. I don't think about stuff like that. And so when you asked that question, it was more so of me, I'm not going to have an answer, because it's not like I'm going to blatantly disrespect your mother, or she would blatantly disrespect me or expect me to sit up in the front. For me, it was just more so of I didn't see the point of the question being asked.
Mindset thing. That's all. It wasn't nothing specific. I just wanted to see where your mind was at. Because my mother is the type of lady that respects my lady first, you know? So she would definitely choose you and tell me, like, no, let her sit in the front. You
I
know?
respect that. And I mean,
I just wanted to see where your mind was at, like, with the humbleness and all of that.
oh yes, and I'm very humble. I don't want that to be confused. I'm very humble, and I do respect my elders. I love elderly people. I hang around them all the time. Anybody who knows me can say that I'm very respectful towards the elderly, and I would put them before me. For me, it was just more so of the question itself and the frenzy, social media, and I'm not trying to connect the two. But for me, I just didn't see the point of asking that question. And I know the intention behind it, but the impact it had on me with it. And the point of asking, I'm like, well, he may not like my answer, or something along those lines. So yeah.
Roger that.
All right, now she's someone that's your type.
Of course. She's a nice girl.
Thank you. Okay, we've got 2 ladies left. Ladies, any questions for our guy? You do? Okay, let's start over here. What's your question?
So, what do you value most in your relationships?
Y'all excuse me if I'm a little on edge, you know what I mean? Just had to get my kids downstairs and doing all this shit. So when y'all see this video, if y'all watch it, man, please like, comment, subscribe, man.
I value respect. I value loyalty. Somebody who's willing to try and not give up, you know, because life is full of ups, downs. Y'all be willing to go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry, can I ask multiple?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Did we talk about kids yet? Do you have kids?
I have no kids.
Okay. You want?
Nah, he African. His mom gonna beat the shit out of him with a stick if he had a baby mama. She literally gonna get a switch and whack him like he stole something.
You have to read this story.
If he had a baby mama.
Kids?
Of course.
And are you marriage minded?
Am I what?
Marriage minded.
That is the goal.
Okay.
Within the next 2 years or 3 years, 5 years, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
With intention.
All right. That's all I have for now.
Okay. Any questions over here?
I was just going to ask, like, what his 5-year plan was. Okay. And if it didn't have marriage in it, it would have been a huge pop. Okay. But a question that I would have, so where are you from? Well, like, where are you located?
All right, so I am from the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. Shout out to Baltimore, too.
My sister.
Nope, we not shouting out Baltimore, nigga. That is not the DMV. I'm sorry for all you 2-ass Baltimore niggas. That is
You
not
have
the
to read
DMV.
this story.
Baltimore is its own city. Please don't get that misconstrued.
You ugly motherfucker.
So when you see DC, Maryland, and Virginia, that means everywhere where the metro, is it W mod? I can't even remember at this point because I've been away for so long. That's everywhere where New Carrollton Station, the Springfield, Gallery, Landover, Minnesota Ave, Deanwood, Hyattsville, you got Rockville, Shady Grove. All that is the DMV. You got Maryland, DC, and then the Virginia side, Vienna, Springfield, everything going out to Chantilly, Reston, you know, Annandale, all that stuff, even way down to Springfield, going closer to Richmond and all that is the DMV. Baltimore, you're not included. Baltimore, you're not in the band.
My nieces live out in Maryland.
You have to read this story.
I commute from Maryland to Virginia a lot because of work.
Oh, I have family in Virginia. That's crazy.
So,
Where are you?
Oh, I'm in California.
Oof. She is all the way in LA.
Yes.
that's fine.
Yeah, it's a bit of a distance.
Yeah.
So what does respect look like to you in a relationship? Because I would say like respect is lacking a lot in relationships. A lot of people say I love you and still hit you, love you and still cheat on you. So what does respect look like?
See, that's your first issue right there. Love ain't got nothing to do with cheating or hitting. Because if you're going to make the distinction that love has something to do with cheating or hitting, why don't you make the distinction of love has something to do with financially abusing somebody or denying a person intimacy? You see what I'm saying? I separate all of it. So if I don't love you because I hit on you, or if I don't love you because I cheat on you, then you don't love me when you withhold your body from me. You don't love me when you disrespect me. You don't love me when you badmouth me to your sister, your mom. You don't love me when you take advantage of me socially or something like that. You don't love me. I make that same distinction. So we're not gonna, you see what I'm saying? That's why I bring this to this space. Like, we're not gonna just pinpoint this and not pinpoint that. It's all or nothing. You know what I mean? So if you can love me and still withhold intimacy from me, claiming you love me, well then I can love you and still cheat on you. You know what I mean? And if you're not cool with that, then you should not be cool with what you're cool with. It's all tomatoes at the end of the day, because some people take certain things seriously, yet they don't take other things seriously. But they forget that other people take those things serious. You know what I mean? And it's always stuff that doesn't affect them. So, for example, cheating. Okay, hitting you, that physically affects you. Cheating, that mentally affects you. Okay, what about withholding sex from your husband? Is that respect? You see what I'm saying? What about bad mouthing your husband to your friends, your mom, your people? Is that respecting your husband? What about financially withholding money from your husband? Is that is that respecting your husband? See what I'm saying? But we gonna let it rock.
Respect is just that. Like, my woman is my queen. You know, I want her. I want her decision in everything I do. So I'm gonna always confide in her, and we're gonna do it as a team. It's never just my mindset. It's what we can do. It's a partnership. That's how I see it.
And again, this is another L, because I'm fine with you having the opinion that's like not. I'm fine with people charting going on a path uncharted. Cool, just as long as you remember when you run up against a L or a blind spot or a hiccup, that you don't double back and try to change your decision. And I hate when dudes do it. I hate when chicks do it. I had this conversation with a friend of mine a while ago. He was like, man, you should be more supportive of black people. I'm like, dog, black people kill black people. How you want me to be supportive of like young people? And yet if somebody read I lost my life, who would it be at the hands of? Is it most likely to be at the hands of the police, a random person, or a young black person? Which one of those, like, just out of those three? I guarantee you most people, if they're being completely honest, would say it'd be at the hands of a young black person. We got people hitting people with switches in traffic, you know what I mean? But I'm just supposed to overlook all that for your fake moral compass. No. So you can have that distinction of okay, it's a partnership. Okay, cool. When it come time for her to partner up and give her partner some of that buns, you know, is she gonna do it with glee?
With the block.
See what I'm saying? That's the part I don't like.
I see it. So yeah.
Also, do you drink?
Yeah.
Or okay.
I drink sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Occasionally.
Do you smoke weed?
No, ma'am. The type of work I do, you know, like I said, government.
He work for the government. He can't hit L's. If he smoke a blunt and get piss test, they gonna whack him with a stick, and then his mama gonna come home and whack him with a stick.
Story.
So he can't smoke weed.
I'm a contractor.
Yes.
So I can't.
So you don't like have substance abuse issues or with alcohol, anything like that?
No.
Okay. I mean, I just have to make sure. I gotta make sure.
I can't be with anybody.
You never know.
Yeah, I can't be with anybody who's into that lifestyle because of my work, the nature of my job. So
one more question. Sorry.
Okay. Last one, girl.
Last one. do you prioritize like your health, fitness, nutrition, anything like that?
Yes, ma'am. So right now I'm like on a fitness journey. It's gonna take at least a year. You know, it's not like a 3-month thing. I'm gonna have to do this thing for a year to see where it's at. So yeah, I eat right.
And you started?
I started.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just where it's at. I just keep going every day.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay, it's time to pop. We've got
Pop
two.
this girl. I don't know what the other girl said she was at,
Two
but
wonderful
this girl's
ladies
in
left,
LA. She fine,
but
though.
you do have to pick just one.
Damn,
so
she fine,
whose are
but
you
she is
popping?
all the way in LA.
No questions, right?
No. You'll get one more when they come up here.
You guys
But for
asked
now, okay, if you got a question, is it going to help you really determine between
Let me
two?
look at them again.
Okay, this last.
Yeah, this girl's just got her. She's got her comfortably beat. But I mean, she cute though. But this girl's just got her. This girl fine, but
Okay, if you got a question, is it going to help you really determine between the two of them? Or are you going to ask just any old question? Is this question going to help you really pick?
no.
I'll just make up my mind.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's fine. You guys are both like, yeah, this is. Oh, I dropped the toothpick.
Got another one for you. Don't worry.
Why niggas don't pick up the toothpick if you drop it on the ground, bro? Your goofy ass dropped it on the ground and you can't pick up your own toothpick? Come on, bro. What, you too cool for school to bend down and pick it up?
Read this story.
Just pick it up, dog. This ain't jail. It ain't like nobody gonna come up behind you, you know what I mean? And if somebody do come up behind you, it's one of these bras. You can knock them out one clean swift. Like one swift Shaq, you know, in the post, like one quick ball with the turnaround, you know what I mean? You can meta world peace
You
the
have
James
to read
Harden
this
chick
story.
inside the jaw, knock her ass out. I'm just messing around, you know what I mean?
Ugly motherfucker.
Come on now.
Can I? Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Charlie, I'm a nice guy, okay? Just remember that. I'm sorry. But you guys, her eyes was doing something to me. So.
Oh, okay. Let's come over here then. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
He's a nice gentleman, nice looking, nice the way he articulated everything that, he said. So that's why.
All right. I saw it was really, really tough, but why did you end up popping her balloon?
I popped her balloon because of the eye contact that I received from her. I just felt a spark.
You felt it, okay.
Yeah.
I noticed you trying to make that connection. I seen it.
Yeah. Because it was hard. It was hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, let's head on that way. I'll have you stand on that side of me. Scoot over there. I'll have you stand right
you
over
got
here.
two of the joints that
All
I
right,
like
y'all. Any
back on,
final
you know what I
question
mean?
between the two of you?
Yes, I have 2, but they're quick.
Okay.
So how do you feel about long distance?
Where are you located?
California. I'm closer to San Diego.
It is what it is. I'm willing to work with it. That's just life. You can't control that.
Mm-hmm. And then also, like, down the line, I'd like to have children. And
yeah, he want children.
me personally, I want to raise my children to have a very strong mindset. I don't want them to think that just because of the color of their skin, they're automatically seen as less than, or people are going to look at them or treat them a certain type of way. They have to work harder because they're black. I don't want to raise my children like that. So how would you raise your child not to have a victim mindset?
Okay, that's
First and foremost, here's how you do it. I'm gonna tell you how you do it. Because you gotta remember, you can never control nobody but yourself. That goes for guy, girl, kids, parents, your job. Only person you can fully control is yourself. So number one, you gotta get out of the mind state that you can control anybody, including kids. That's number one. Number two is everything that they get, they earn. Everything. They want a new car when they 17, or they want a car when they 17. Okay, they need to be honor roll kids. They want to go on a trip. Okay, they need to be good. They want to go to friend's house. Okay, they need to do chores. They need to know how to clean. If you got a son, okay, I get it. You in sports to keep your health up, and yeah, but you gonna learn how to take this starter out this Honda I got. You know what I mean? Or you gonna learn to rake leaves, cut grass. You're gonna know how to I just did something with my father-in-law. And I guess I kind of knew, but I'm not really comfortable with using a saw, like to cut wood at all. I'm not really comfortable with it. But my father-in-law walked me through the process, and he was like, "Nah, here's what you do. Here's how you move it, and you cut it." This wasn't like this year. This was like 3-4 years ago. But yeah. So it's probably about 5 years ago now. But anyway, like that's how you got to get hands on with something. You can't just do it willy nilly. You know what I mean? You actually got to get hands on with boys. Girls, you got to teach them the correct way. Okay, this is the correct way you're going to get what you want out of life. Remember, nothing is guaranteed. The same way you can't control nobody. Nothing is guaranteed to my kids. Nothing is guaranteed. But you significantly raise the chances when you behave a certain way. You significantly raise the chances when you're respectful. You significantly raise the chances when you take care of people or you look out for people. And but realize that people will try to take advantage of you. That's just human nature. So when people do bad things, you not disincentivize, I guess, you just remove them from your life. You know what I mean? So no different with a kid. Okay, you want a car, but your grades is all messed up. All right, nigga, well, you don't get a car. Goofy ass nigga. If I had a son, okay, you want a car? Okay, what's your grades looking like?
You have to read this
You got
story.
a 2.5? Oh, no, well, what you need a car for, bro? You need a car to go back and forth to the library? No. Or my daughter, okay, you want a car. What you need a car for? You keep sneaking out at night, you got little boyfriends out here, you kissing, you skipping class? Oh, well nigga, you don't need a car then. Evidently you got life figured out, you get to skip class. You already not making your own food, you already, don't
You
really
have
know
to
how to
read
cook
this
for yourself.
story.
You don't know how to manage money. And you skipping school, but you need a car. What you need a car for, bro? You got to figure it out. Why you asking me? You clearly got to figure it out. That's how you reinforce not a victim. They earn everything right off the rip. And that's
You
how I'm
have to
teaching my
read this
kids.
story.
You want something, earn it. Ain't shit free out. There's I always said this: ain't nothing free in life but your birth, and that still came at the cost of somebody else. So even though your birth was free to you, it came at your daddy and your mama cost. It came at her body. It came at your daddy's expenses. So that's how you keep them from having a victim mind state.
It's easy. I'm first generation Ghanaian, so life has not been easy. You had to get it. If you really want it, you got to go for it. So, I mean, that's the type of mindset I would instill in the kids. Like nothing comes easy. You have to fight for it. So
Yeah, earn. Another word, basically, he's saying earn it.
I'm gonna teach them that.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And if I got a son, he gonna do yard work. He can be cool and swagged up and have hair and dreads and plaits and all that. All right, cool. If you want to be a pretty boy, cool. You want a little chain, you want earrings. All right, go ahead. But you gonna know how to cut grass. You gonna know how to work on a car a little bit. You gonna know how to change a tire. You know what I mean? Do an oil change. You gonna learn that. You're going to learn how to make some meals for yourself. You're going to learn how to do some type of skill. Like you're going to learn how to. I'm learning Python, and I know how to do a few things in Python. So you're going to learn how to do something tech related. He's in IT. I would maybe do like programming if you got a young kid and or something health wise. So they can take management stuff. Like a lot of kids can be 18 and go not sit for the bar, but like sit for they can go learn to be a real estate professional, and they can learn to show houses. They can be 18, 19, showing houses and selling homes. They ain't got to go in that forever, but they can start off doing that. They gonna learn something. You ain't gonna be out here just a dum-dum. You gonna earn everything you get.
I was gonna say, I don't want any new kids or wooey's me, I'm black, I can't do anything. I don't want that.
There's no
Absolutely not.
victim mindset.
Okay.
You against you.
Okay.
That's
Period. That's a bar. It's only you against you. And everybody else who tries to harm you or get in your way or derail you, fuck them. And or just move around them. Don't talk to them. Don't even touch them. Don't dap them up. Don't hang with them. Don't smoke weed with them. Don't, if it's abroad, don't smash them. Just leave them alone and ignore them. They gonna be stuck anyway.
That's how life works. It's
Yes.
not just it's you against you.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you good? Any final question? You're good?
No, man.
Okay. All right. Well, then, is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her? Is it a yes for you for her?
It's a yes.
You said yes?
Yes, ma'am.
We got a match.
You ugly motherfucker.
Yeah. I'll take the mic. There you go. Go ahead, get your man, girl. Make some noise for them, ladies.
You ugly
Shout out to them.
motherfucker.
That's the one I kind of liked. I like two kind of better than one, and I like this one, but she a little too tall. But that was the one I would have wanted.
All right, let's bring out our next single guy.
Let me just knock this joint out in.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
I'm Tyler,
Tyler, how old are you?
29.
And what do you do?
I work in the school system. I'm a basketball coach. I have my own businesses.
Okay, nice. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
I'm very adventurous. Very adventurous. I love sports. I love working with the youth.
Nice.
Things like I love to read,
Oh, okay.
cook on my free time, things like that.
All right. And what do you look for in a woman?
Someone who's loyal. Someone who is very goal oriented, very driven. Someone who is wanting to start a future, have a future, things like that.
All
That's very
right.
important to me.
Yes, definitely. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, hygiene. Bad hygiene is a deal breaker. I don't have too many deal breakers.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Bad hygiene is definitely a deal breaker.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop. Come on over here. Let's see why she ended up popping. Your name and age.
Diamond, 28.
All right. And Diamond, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
You're very handsome. Just not my exact type that I would go for. That's all. But yeah, that's it. You're very handsome.
Ugly
though.
motherfucker.
All right. And now is Diamond someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's very, very well put together. If I'd seen her,
Thank
I
you.
definitely would. Yeah.
Thank you. All righty. We've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
So where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years?
2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Name and age first. And where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years?
Ane, 29. I see myself either promoting myself with work or, getting promoted at my current position. I'm just always looking for a way to, be better professionally. And then hopefully I have my man so I can have my husband and then eventually have my kids.
All right.
All right.
Name and age, and where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years?
Jabria, age 29. 2 to 3 years, I see myself practicing medicine as a physician assistant, being an Army officer on the side, and married, hopefully starting, at least having my first child. So, yeah.
Okay.
I guess she's gonna be an Army officer, and like she's gonna be a physician assistant in the military, and be an Army officer in the military. I don't know if those are going to have to be 2 distinct jobs. It sounds like it's just going to be one job, but she's going to have to do like some professional stuff on the side. I just don't see how. Who going to stay home with the kid? Because he's a teacher, and you're going to expect him to make money. And he's a basketball coach. They have a lot of games and stuff at night. So who cracks? I don't think that relationship's going to work either.
We're here. Your name and age, and where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years?
Jessica, 27. In 2 to 3 years, I see myself hopefully signed to a model agency or some type of talent agency because I love acting, and hoping to have gotten a film at some point, whether it's with Netflix, Tubi, because I'm available and open, but I'm hoping to have signed with an agency and hopefully get with a big role.
Okay.
And what about for yourself? Where do you see yourself in 2
For
to 3
myself,
years?
honestly, since I have my own businesses already, I would love to be advance on the next level as a basketball coach. So I'm a
Okay.
basketball coach. So I'm actually going to go back to school soon to get my sports management degree.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. I see myself, I want to get married,
Okay.
eventually have kids. Because I come from a two-parent household. Yeah, so me and my two brothers, my parents have been married for 30 years. So
Wow.
that's something that's...
Shout out to y'all.
I look forward.
Yes.
That's important to me. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me hand you a pick.
Okay.
There you go. And I am going to have you pop one balloon.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Ready.
Okay. All right, so Jessica, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
He's part of the education system. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I always like
Is
to
there
hear
another
what
guy
people
after
from the
this?
education system has to say. That was it.
Okay. But so is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay.
I do like a man who is darker skinned, tall, built, but he is handsome. But no, he's not my type.
Okay. I see here. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
No specific reason, just the other two candidates.
My man had dirty forces. Those ain't. I mean, you shouldn't have worn them, but
no specific reason, just the other two candidates were,
you look like you went to like a white party or something like that.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, go ahead and ask our two remaining ladies another question.
What are some things that you like to do on your free time? Or what are some things, it's actually a two-part question. What are some things that, like, in a long day, you come home, wind down, what are some things you like to do?
All right. Start there and come back. Okay, over here.
Jabria, age 29. Things I like to do on my free time. I'm really into self-care, so I love going to the spa. I live in Phoenix, so we have a lot of resorts here that have great spas. I like hiking. I like being outdoors. Lately, I've just been getting more grounded in nature. I like working out. I love art stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Everyone says traveling. I do like traveling. I'm not gonna act like I travel all the time, but when I do get to travel, I do like traveling. So
Okay.
All right. And what about over here?
So I love to do food reviews. So I go around in my area trying to find like nice small, businesses, do the reviews and bring attention to them. So with that, I also love to eat. I'm also very adventurous. So anything that kind of gives you a thrill, gets your heart racing, I love that, whatever it is. Then after a long day, when I come home,
You know what time it is.
Both side time with the block, 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 block. Punishing her, nigga balls clocking like a glockenspiel up on the clip. Clock, clock, clock.
I'm also a very big homebody. So
That's
when
what
I'm
we
at
doing
home, I'm
after a
usually,
long
like,
day. We
either
coming
watching my
home and
favorite
getting to
shows,
it.
reading a book, anything self-care related.
Okay. Ladies, any questions for him? Are you ready?
I'm sorry. So say you have a bad day. What are some things you like to do to like pick yourself up if you're having a bad day?
If I'm having a bad day, I love working out, so I tend to work out. I love reading books. I'm a heavy reader. I read a lot, so I love to read and just relax. And then sometimes I'll call my brothers, and they'll help me, bring me back to where I need to be. So those are some of the things that I like to do.
Okay. We'll be back. All right. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
We really did have a lot in common, so it definitely wasn't that. But as I'm just kind of hearing you more and, trying to spend some time like connecting you and like filling you out, I didn't really feel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see here. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's very well put together. All the ladies here are very lovely, so yes.
All right, cool. Okay. Any other questions over here?
Honestly, I can't think of any more.
Okay. So now is he someone that's your type?
Or actually, do you have any kids?
I don't have any kids.
Okay. Do you see yourself having kids?
I definitely would love to have kids for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he a coach.
And you talked about going to school for sports management, going back to school. So what would that look like for you as far as like time frame?
I was looking to go back to school this year, maybe. If not this year, then next year for sure.
But as far as like completing that goal, like how long is that goal?
Well, I had already went to William Patterson, so I would say about a year and a half.
Okay.
It wouldn't take too long, yeah.
And like your outcome with going back for that, what is the outcome?
I would like to take my personal training business to the next level, and I would also like to be a coach at the next level, like a basketball coach. Yes.
Yeah, so he's probably, I'm guessing he's at like a high school or middle school or something like that. And he said he's a teacher, but he wants the sports management so he can maybe go to like a D1 school and actually be a professional manager. I don't know if they have certifications they need to be coaches, but sounds like that's what he needs.
Okay. Like high school, college?
Well, I'm already a high school coach, so
Okay.
I'm looking to try to become a college coach. That would.
Yeah, he young. He wants to. All right, coach him, man. He gonna be, if she's with him. Oh, that ain't gonna work either. The problem is this ain't gonna work either. I didn't think this would work. So even if he gets it, let's say it's a year and a half from now, they're dating. He gets it. He's gonna have to take jobs, kind of like shout out CGA. He's gonna have to take jobs that are in different areas. So he may have to take a job 1 year, 2 years in another state. She, I don't think, has the flexibility to do what he's gonna kind of need. And then I don't see how they have a kid and do both. I don't see how she has a kid, work during the day as a physician, a PA, and a military officer, and then he's like a college basketball coach who's doing like teaching or whatever. Like, I just don't see how that works. That's just me personally. I don't see how that works, but
Yeah.
I don't have any.
You're good. Okay. So now she's someone that's your type.
I do have a question.
Yeah, of course.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Georgia, Jonesboro, Georgia.
shout out Young Thug. She from where Young Thug used to be. You know what I mean? Shout out Young Thug.
Have to put, even though Clayco's already on the map, have to put it on the map. And I live in Phoenix.
Okay. Oh, you do live in Phoenix. Okay. I live in
Where are you?
I live in Glendale. So
Okay,
it's right
so you're in
here.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, they close. All right. Well, I mean, it maybe can work. I just, if he does become a college coach, he's going to have to go somewhere. I don't know if he's even going to be able to stay in state. Maybe as an assistant, but if he wants like a head coach role, he's going to have to venture out. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So who knows?
I do have one more question. Actually, no, I don't.
You don't?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yes, that's it.
Okay, well, Jafia, come on up here with us. Let's all coming up here. So I think you guys said you both don't have any other questions?
No.
No? Okay, well, let me ask mine then. Is it a yes for you, for him?
So honestly, I do have a preference of like more darker skin.
Okay.
And a little bit taller. So it's a no. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Boom.
God damn.
You ugly motherfucker.
Man, you should have just popped already. Like, why you do all this theatrics? If you knew you was gonna pop, just pop. You get all the way to the finish line. You already in the military and trying to become a PA. That's probably your husband, right there. I get it. Everybody has a preference. I get it. I'm not saying that women don't get preference in their partners, because guys certainly get it. But come on, you did all this. If you knew that off the rip, just pop. The other girl popped. She knew she wasn't feeling it, and she just popped. Like,
Alrighty, I'll have you head back on over there then. All right, well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, guys. I'll take this. Thank you. All right, let's bring out our next single guy.
oh, there's one more. Damn.
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this. Oh, that's such a good sit. And what's your name?
I am Quinn.
Quinn. How
Yes.
old are you?
I'm 33.
And what do you do?
I am a personal trainer. I help people become better versions of themselves through physical activity.
Okay.
I also have
Yeah, as if we didn't know what
Ain't nothing
a personal
worse
trainer
than
does.
a smart dumb nigga.
Of course, that's what you do, bruh. You know what I mean?
You ugly motherfucker.
Have a LLC, Be Almighty, which is my fitness brand. We print shirts for other companies, different brands, and I also do filmmaking. Name is Visuals. Okay. So we shoot short films, music videos, etc. Any client that needs it.
Cool. All right. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
Things I like to do for fun. All right, so I like to travel. Of course, everybody does that.
Right.
Different events. I like to do.
No, nigga, not everybody says they travel. They like to travel, but don't everybody travel.
Like fitness events.
Okay.
Go to music events. Anything spontaneous. Like I'm kind of much of a wild guy, so it's like I just like to have fun. Like I work for fun. My work is fun. So
Yeah. All right. And what do you look for in a woman?
I want a level girl. So she got to be a level girl. She has to be kind. Someone who is ambitious about her bread. Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Deal breakers?
My main deal breaker. Can't smoke tobacco like cigarettes, Black and Milds. If you smoke bud, that's cool. But tobacco, cigarette.
Ain't nothing worse than a smart dumb nigga.
Can't smoke cigarettes, but if you smoke bud, you want a weed smoker, bruh? You cool with a weed smoker, bruh? I don't even know what to say. If you a guy and your chick is out here hitting mad L's, that's not the chick for you, bruh. I don't care if you got a baby with her. I don't care if you love her. Now, can you smoke weed with your chick from time to time? Maybe. But no more than once a month can you smoke weed with a girl. That's your girl. No more than one time a month. And that's one blunt. She can't even finish the blunt. She can hit the blunt. What Wiz Khalifa say? She don't smoke, but she hit the blunt when she light it. Like that's it. That's the only thing she can do. And she can do that one time a month. Really, I want to say every 2 months. But come on, dog.
That's one of the main deal breakers. Don't be mean. Don't be somebody who always drinking every weekend. And be about your business. Know how to goddamn gonna upbring me. We upbring each other. That's about it.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. We did some pops. Oh, yeah, let's go on over here.
Okay.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Diamond, 28. Where you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
North Carolina? Okay.
Live in North Carolina.
Okay. You're handsome. I just popped my balloon
You
because
ugly
the
motherfucker.
communication, I feel like it's just the way you talk, and I see you as someone like a friend, business partner, like not really my partner, but as like somebody close. That's it. That's the reason why I popped my balloon.
All right.
Okay. Now, is she someone that's your type?
She looks good. I would say like my type physically, but she cool peoples.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Ane, 29, and I felt more of a friendship vibe. Like, I feel like we would probably kick it off more as friends than, like, lovers, maybe, I guess I should say.
What would you say is giving you that vibe?
I was just kind of thinking about our personalities, and I didn't feel like they mesh as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way I know how to explain it.
Our personalities won't mesh. You don't even know.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I don't know.
She looks good. Like, like I would approach her if I was out, probably. You know?
Thank you. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Jabria, 29, and just the distance.
Oh, right. Now, is she someone that's your type?
She looks good. Like, if I was out, you know what I'm saying? If I seen her looking at me, I would approach her probably.
Thank you. Thank you. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm 27. You look just like my cousin, and I have, and then you said North Carolina.
You ugly motherfucker.
Ma'am, I'm not your cousin. Black
You have
people,
to read this
they
story.
can't be helped. Just can't be helped. I'm not your cousin. I'm clearly not your cousin.
And I have family family in North Carolina and South Carolina. So when you walked out, even the mannerisms down to the way you two smile, when you walked out, I was like, oh my gosh. And he has tattoos as well on his arms. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you look just like my cousin. And I was like, well, let me hear him out some more. But I was like, you remind me so much of my cousin.
Is your cousin an adult content creator?
No, he works in, I know he's
What kind of shit is that?
Oh, my stomach bubbling.
Brother,
How you,
what's that?
bruh? I'm confused. She said you remind her of her cousin, and y'all live in the same state and all that. And then you say, I think I know your cousin. Is your cousin an adult content creator? Like, bruh, what?
Boom. That's how we work. God damn.
What type of funny business y'all got going on?
an entrepreneur, but I know he has like some type of business, but he's in North Carolina.
Okay.
And like y'all remind me of each other so much, and I was just like, cuz, and I was like, oh man, and I want to hear you out some more, and I was just like, and
She's
you
like,
clean,
nope.
you clean cut and
appreciate
everything,
it.
like you got it going on. And I was
I
just like,
appreciate
wow,
it.
you remind me of my cousin so much, and I was like, dang. And so yeah, but very clean cut, and you're handsome.
I appreciate it.
No, she's someone that's your type.
I mean, she's not really my type, but she seems like she's cool. Like she's a vibe.
You
So we probably be
ugly
laughing like a mother together.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately. But thank you so much for
appreciate
coming
it.
on. Let's give it up for him, ladies. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for.
Anyway, thank y'all for rocking with me to the end of this joint. Y'all, whoever views this, man, please, if you want to like, comment, subscribe. I filmed and a tornado happened. I think the tornado was like 3 miles away from me. The air horn's been going on. I don't know if y'all can pick it up. I have to check it on playback, but the little air horn was going off from the very first person. So yeah, we got the alert on stream. As y'all clearly see, it's still on my phone. Oh, maybe it's not. Does it go as a text? Okay. Well, I showed it on stream. So, man, we had a tornado land. I'm still on tornado watch till 6 o'clock in the morning, but now it's a flood watch. But shout out to anybody who's gonna watch this, man. Please like, comment, subscribe, man. Love and appreciate everybody who's just dealing with my content, period. You know, thank y'all, man.
You ugly motherfucker.
I'm out.